Huh? What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogre and I'm going to be doing my review for the 1990 movie Rocky V. So in this movie, after fighting Ivan Drago and all the years of being in the ring and stuff, Rocky has taken in some brain damage and finds out he is no longer able to fight and everything. And he also finds out that after something to do with the checkbooks and stuff happens, because of Paulie, him and his family lose everything, and he leaves the boxing world behind and goes back to Philadelphia with his family, and he kind of gets used to returning to normal life and everything with his family and stuff, and he ends up deciding to train other boxers at the gym that Mickey ran that he used to train at, and he meets Tommy the Machine Gun, and they forge a friendship, and he starts training him to become the next world heavyweight champion and everything, and all kinds of different things ensue. His relationship with his son kind of starts to take a tumble because he's spending so much time with this new boxer and everything, and it all ends with this big street fight between him and Tommy, and it's pretty fun. I think this is a pretty decent movie. I don't think it's near as bad as a lot of people said it was. I can understand why people didn't like it, because it was originally supposed to be the last Rocky movie at the time, and everything. For a long time it was the last Rocky movie, so I can get why people didn't like it. It's not necessarily a good one to end the series on and everything, but I thought it was a pretty good movie. Sylvester Stallone is just once again great in here, and his son Sage is really good in here as his son. They have really good chemistry together and everything. His father and son, you expect them to work together, and I thought Sage was really good in this movie and everything. I know a lot of people don't like that Stallone casted his own son to play his son in this movie and everything because of the nepotism and stuff like that, but it don't really bother me. The rest of the cast are all pretty good in here. Tommy Morrison as Tommy Gunn is pretty good. Once again, you got great performance from Talia Shire as Adrian. She's once again great in here and everything. And I love how her relationship with Rocky evolves in this movie, and how he kind of becomes a family man in here too, and has kind of gotten used to being back in normal everyday life, but he's training people and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool and everything. I thought the way this movie turned out was pretty good, and I like how the results of what happened with Ivan Drago took such a big taking such a big beating from Ivan Drago, and everything in the events of these last three movies have really worn Rocky's body down and everything, why he can't be a wrestler anymore. I thought that was really cool and everything. And like I said, the street fight was a lot of fun at the end of it. It's definitely not as good as some of the boxing matches we get and everything, but it's still a pretty cool fight and everything. And getting to see Rocky fight without his gloves against this other guy was pretty interesting, and it turned out pretty good. And I'll say the score in here is pretty good too. It's once again done by Bill Conti, and his score is, as always, is really good. The music in here is pretty good. It's not near as good as the music in the first four movies, especially the previous two movies, but it still has some pretty good songs in here, and they're catchy and stuff. Just not as good as some of the songs in the previous movies, especially Eye of the Tiger. That one's going to be hard to beat for me. But I think that it has some good moments and stuff and everything, and it's a pretty decent movie. And I love that they brought Burgess Meredith back to play Mickey in flashback scenes and stuff. I thought that was really cool too. And he's kind of there as an inspiration to Rocky during the big street fight at the end of it. You can like hear his voice inspiring him and stuff. It's really cool. So, all in all, I don't think this movie is near as bad as a lot of people have said it is and everything. It's definitely not the best movie in the franchise. It might be my least favorite and everything, but it's still a pretty solid movie. And I'm coming to realize even the weakest parts of this series are going to be good parts of the series anyways, and this is going to become one of my favorite franchises for sure and everything. I just absolutely love this franchise so far, and I think this one, while not quite as good as the other movies, is still a solid entry and everything. So I'd give Rocky V a B-. It's definitely not quite as good as the first two, but it is still a really good movie and everything. It still is a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it quite a bit. And I love that they tried to take it back to the more serious tone of that first one, although the tonal issues are a little bit all over the place, but it's more consistent with the first two. This tone and everything, and I like that too. He tried to make it more serious like those two movies and everything. I think what they did with Rocky V turned out to be pretty decent, and it was a pretty good enough movie. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of Rocky V, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.